All right, welcome back to the Property Power Couple with Colton and Haleigh, providing comfort and confidence to your real estate experience.
Yes.
Howdy.
Hello.
How you doing?
Okay.
We're here for it.
We are here. We are recording later in the day because life and real estate are the way that they are, and
Yes.
but we're showing up.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Showing up. So
Well, kind of in preparation for today, we were talking about getting back to the basics.
Yeah.
And really, what does that mean, and what does it mean for real estate?
Mm-hmm.
Every time I think back to the basics, I have this picture video in my head of Coach Giese in football in high school saying, you get on the bus and it's like, oh, you guys don't know how to tackle. We're going back to the basics.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, next practice, we would spend what felt like hours going through step by step tackling drills, right? And it's a foundational part of the game. It's things that you have to know how to do and need to know how to do safely and effectively. And I think in real estate, it's very similar, right? The market's changed. There's a lot of things going on. We've got the media saying all sorts of things, and then you have what we're seeing in real life, and you got to go back to the basics.
yeah. But what does that mean?
Oh, good question.
What in the heck is back to the basics?
Well, what does back to the basics mean for you, dear?
Well, I think that it means a lot of things, but I can sum it up into certain pinpointed things that we choose as our basics. I think the sports analogy is very relatable and very perfect. You practice something, you perform it on the field, then you critique it, and then you practice more. And then you practice it to perfect it, and then you perform it, and then you practice more, right?
Oh, and you get better.
Then you get better.
Yeah.
And you get better, and you get more confident, and you get all of that stuff. Like whenever you see a professional basketball player miss a free throw shot, and you're like, well, I don't get that one.
It was a freebie.
I don't understand that one because I thought that's what you practice all the time. Right. I don't play basketball. I sell real estate, so it's a little bit different.
Full disclosure.
But,
Haley's
I do not
missing
play,
those free throws.
Yes, I am missing all of the free throws, and I do not practice them. But it's kind of one of those things where that they're frustrated because and so on. For real estate, for us, one is the basics, and as a new agent, especially in the market that we're dealing with right now, the market's always changing.
Yeah.
So to say, well, the market's changed, it's constantly changing.
Yeah.
Constantly. We have to adapt, and you have to have a baseline of things that you're going to do to create business.
Yeah.
So our basics are connecting with our sphere of influence.
Right.
And what is a sphere of influence? Those are the people that have either done business with us in the past, that we know would send us a referral, that know, like, and trust us.
Right.
And then send us people, right? We talked about the 80-20 rule today in book club.
Yeah.
We'll do a recap on the book. It's been really good. There's 3 acts. We're in act 1 right now.
Give us some time.
So we will come to it. I'm really excited about it. But when we talked about it, 80-20 rule, it's out there all the time that 80% of your business will come from 20% of the people. Right? Started with the land in France, right? 80% of the land was owned by 20% of the people.
Right.
So it's the same concept. So for us, that's our sphere.
Yeah.
We have worked really hard to get our sphere to be our top referring people. So our basics are calling those people, reminding them that we're in real estate, writing them a handwritten note to let them know that we're in real estate, sending them something in the mail, some type of item of value, something of value to them that reminds them we're competent at real estate and we know what we're doing. And then we have created a culture and an energy around us through our client parties. So we create a culture and an environment that people want to send people to. Sending a referral is the highest compliment. And when a referral comes to you, that they're saying, a person I trust told me to trust you.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal. So now the rounding out our basics is practicing what you're going to do with them when they come.
Well, yeah, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to perform.
Yes.
And now you've just wasted a referral and a past client or somebody who knew you and trusted you enough to send them somebody.
Yeah, it comes with, it's higher stakes.
Yeah, it really is.
You have to perform better when you work by referral.
Yeah, the stings sting more.
Yes, because I don't want all the people I'm calling to buy and sell a house with me and move away.
Well, yeah.
Right?
Well, Why would I want my sphere to go?
Please stay here.
Yeah.
Please don't
Never leave.
Stay here because we want you to refer us other people that you talk to.
Right.
And that we are top of mind because we've been connecting with you. We've been pouring into you in your life.
Right.
And then you want to pour into ours.
Well, I think it's really important though, because there's this fine line in my mind of building that relationship. And I think you have done a very good job, and I think in conjunction myself, I've done a really good job of finding that path to building that relationship and it not being transactional. Because a lot of the time, some of our sphere isn't necessarily coming to the client parties, isn't doing all these things, but they're still getting the same level of care. They're still getting that same touch. And when we see them, it's like, hey, what's up? How you been? What's going on? You know, and being able to thread that needle, so to speak, I think is really important, because otherwise it does feel transactional, and it is kind of
And
gross.
when we're doing transaction, that's not as fun. We are creating people. Earlier today, I was saying with a buyer that we were working with that, yes, we've started as a professional relationship. You got referred to me, and we're doing it, and now we're becoming friends.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see our friends that were clients, that are clients, show up to stuff like Pi Day, like the Union 28 event, you know, having my aunt say, oh, is blah, 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 that we helped them buy a house 3 years ago, going to be there, would love to catch up with them. Right. We've created this little culture where they know they're going to see people that they see a couple times a year through our events. They're going to have a great time, obviously.
Of course.
But, you know, it's cool to watch. It's really cool to watch that. And then to see ours kind of ebb and flow and shift and grow. And, you know, we've created our sphere, this top group of people who know, like, and trust us.
Yeah.
Right? The basics of why would I do business with you? Because I know, like, and trust you.
Yeah.
Telling other people it's okay. You can trust them.
I vouch for them.
They're going to do a great job.
Yeah.
And then they both show up to Pi Day.
Yeah.
So now I've never done a deal with you, but you know how we operate, you know who we are. You referred us all of these other people, and you'll all come together and party a couple times a year with us.
Love it.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
The reason we have to get back to the basics, the reasons that we can't lose the basics is because we create that environment and that culture within our business.
Yeah, and it doesn't just stay. It has to continue to be cultivated.
All the time. And then the practice part of that. If you're not practicing the contract, you're not practicing your presentations, buyer, seller, all of that.
Yeah.
When you're in front of the client in the field, that's the performance. That's not the practice, like we kind of said while ago. So I need to be able to upside down and backwards and iPad or paper, wherever they're at. Sorry, I'm trying.
That's fine.
I talk with my hands.
We're going to get
I'm
there.
trying.
But going to get you a better stand.
Yes. If you have a stand,
maybe a boom
you can bring it, like, just like pull it. And then that will probably happen. But anyways, so, you know, when you're practicing that contract, you're practicing that conversation.
Yeah.
Then when you're in it, it's happening and you're practiced and you're prepared. But you don't stop once you've had 6 transactions.
Right.
You're not done.
Right.
Part of your basics is communicating that you're in real estate via calls, all that, mail, handwritten notes, all that, and then practicing what you're going to be doing whenever that referral comes in.
Right. Well, and I think that's what's so cool about the weekly trainings that we do, is that it's not just a culture of, hey, you should go practice.
Right.
Go do that.
Do it.
It's, hey, come to the gym, i.e. the office, and let's practice 3 to 4 times a week on various different things.
Yeah, and it's really cool to watch that happen. So whether you're in person here in Midlothian with us, or you are on Zoom or whatever, we have endless opportunities for you to come practice.
Or you can just pull up.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're like, you know, we're here. Look for the white top, or the.
If you see the car, come on.
Yeah, come on in. It's open for everyone, but it is really cool to watch our agents come in and have a scenario, and then we practice with them. Right. It helps us too in these trainings and all of this stuff. When agents are asking us questions, it's sharpening us, and I love it because I'm learning something from them. We get on a call, and I never realized that's what that button did.
Right.
Let me show you these 5 things, but you're showing me something too.
Well, and even the perspective, right? Everybody's coming at the world, at life, from a different experience, a different way of viewing it, a different perspective. And, being able to have a broker and a leadership team that's all actively involved in real estate, and having not clients, but agents come in and ask those questions, and being able to give real-time, real-life experience of, hey, this is what I'm seeing. This is how we handled this. Try going this way. It's not I read the stats and I know this, right? It's real-time info. And I think again, it's more that practice what you preach. Do the basics, do your push-ups.
Yeah. And like you were saying earlier, that because we are in it, and because, we are there, you handle more of the buyers, I handle more of the listings, just kind of the way that it goes. So if they have a really buyer-centric question, it's, hey, Colton, yesterday when you were dealing with these clients, how did you overcome that objection? And then we talk it out. And then because we're also open and sharing, if it's on a training, it's recorded for the brokerage, and anyone can go back and use that as a resource, which is really cool. So our basics are being actively practiced. And I will say that we stray from them. We are human. And so we do have to get back. Did I make any calls today? Right. Was I sending my mailer? Nope. Did we start that again? Absolutely. Yeah. And have we seen our business grow from it? Yeah. It's
insane, but yes.
We have. We've seen our business grow from being in everybody's face via the podcast.
Absolutely.
Hello, faces.
Hi.
We're here for you. And also from getting back to some of that, hey, we're here, don't forget about us, here's your mailer.
Right.
And we've seen that grow, and we've had really good success with that.
Yeah.
And because we practice these basics, because we implement them, because we practice, we have the systems and the people in place that we are not at capacity. We can handle more.
Yeah.
Yes, we're having a great year. Yes, we have a lot of listings right now, which is great. And I think that that's because of the things that we're doing, because we've been focusing on getting back to some of that instead of shiny object or an excuse because the market changed or whatever. That's always going to be there. But because we've had this instilled, we have this system, this practice, these basics, we can handle more.
Yeah.
And yes, we've been figuring it out for 11 years and 5 years together. And so there's some time in it. But the time doesn't change that you have to tell people that you're in real estate. Right. You have to remind them. They know everybody. Everyone knows agents. Everyone knows multiple real estate agents. But why should you trust us?
Yeah.
Right. Because we bring you into our culture. At the end of our email, the last one we do on a transaction with an active client is, here's your CD. We loved working with you. Give us a 5-star review, but don't worry.
You're not going anywhere.
We will continue. It says, but don't worry, you can't get rid of us that easy. We'll be staying in touch. Full disclosure that we're going to bother you, and we're going to stay in touch, and we're going to reach back out.
They agreed to it on all the paperwork they signed.
Yeah, we know you're going to call me later. We know you're going to ask for the referral. But that's how we built our business. And I think whenever you practice that, and you practice explaining why you work by referral and how valuable that is, it starts to grow.
Well, and it is such a cool thing to walk into Union 28 or insert any restaurant in Midlothian and go, oh, hey man, what's going on? I gotta remember when we first started dating, I wasn't in real estate yet, but I knew that if I wanted to take you to a dinner where we could have a conversation, we had to go Arlington. And sometimes go a little further north. Because there was a community being built, and everywhere we went, it was, oh, hey, there's a client. Oh, hey, there's somebody else I haven't seen.
There's an advocate that I've created that I'm going to go talk to.
Say hello to them, right? And it wasn't I need to go shake their hand so I can get some business. It was like, girl, what's up? How you been? How's the kids? Okay, great.
We pour into our clients. We pour into our sphere. We are real, and we talk about real stuff with them. And, like you've said, that if we stay top of mind, when something crazy happens, they're thinking of us.
Exactly.
When the freeze happens and something like, they need somebody, when their AC goes out, whenever it is, realtors are connectors. We are big community connectors.
Absolutely.
And whenever we do our basics, and so we're always top of mind, you think of us, and then we get to serve you again. We get to serve you again by saying, yes, here is the AC guy that you need to call. Here's the plumber that you need to call. Oh my goodness, this just happened to somebody else. This is when it had. So don't spend more than that, because we know what that costs. That's a big deal.
And even on some of the property management stuff, we've got some clients who own their own properties and manage them themselves, who wanted, hey, I'm having this issue. Hey, some of this, and it's like, here's call this guy.
Yeah, we're open and
he's gonna,
transparent,
you know,
and
like,
that has
taking
come
care of
back
our
to
people.
us time and time again.
Yeah.
And we see that. So we would love referrals. We would love any more referrals.
Never too busy for your referral, by the way.
Yeah, never too busy. We'll bring them comfort and confidence and
Every time.
all of those things. But yeah, this is what we've poured everything into this. We take it seriously. It's not transactional. Our basics are to remind everyone what we do. And then when you show up to the office and you're going, what am I supposed to do today?
Yeah.
I need to tell somebody I'm in real estate, and I need to pour into them so that they can pour into
Bingo.
me.
Yeah.
And it's working so far.
It really is.
It is.
It's really a fun journey.
It's fun when we are building relationships, we're building a culture, we're building an environment, and it's really cool to see it play out.
It really is.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Check us out online. Next home on main.com, BTGB, blah, 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 blah.
Where are we?
BTRGPM.com. Check us out.
Follow. Links are somewhere in
Property
this
Power
post.
Couple. See y'all next time.